was Uncle Stan and Auntie Betty, Colin and Barry, Auntie May and Uncle Roy. And Auntie Bertie, Uncle Bob and Valerie and Tony Heather too. And Auntie Dory, Uncle Ken and Pamela Bay and Claire were there at the beach. And naturally there was Mum and Dad and Bruce and me and Beverly at the beach. By the south tents on for me, with camp bed for you and Lilo for me, and a Primus to cook with and fresh fish for tea. What a lovely time we had. Oh, the sparkling of the water and the burning of the sand, and the glistening of the seashells as I held them in my hand, and the tall Pahoota cowers were full of crimson flowers, and happiness was easy to reach with a family at the beach, with a family at the beach. Now, what did we used to do there? I remember. Now, Uncle Stan would often go out fishing. Sometimes one or two of us went with him at the beach. On rainy days, we stayed inside and had a game of cards or played the ukulele. Or some of us would go exploring Clamarine and climb down the rocks to the next beach, examining the little pools to see anemones and other tiny sea life at the beach. On the sand, arm in arm, hand in hand, and the redheads got burnt and the others got tanned, and the pleasure was endless and nothing was planned. Ooh, what a lovely time we had. Oh, the sparkling of the water and the burning of the sand, and the glistening of the seashells as I held them in my hand, and the tall Pahoota cowers were full of crimson flowers, and happiness was easy to reach with a family at the beach, with a family at the beach.
In the song Family at the Beach, I have been asked, what is this what? There was some line that people don't understand. It's the Pahoota Kawa line. But apart from that, that doesn't bother them really. The fact they just think that's a line they can't pick out the words of, which often happens in songs anyway. No, they love it. They find it. It's a universal song. I played that song to a bunch of Moroccans, and they all stood up and applauded loudly at the end.
And one year we went camping on the east coast at a place called Te Kaha. And no one else at all was camping there that year, and so we had it to ourselves. It's like a private beach. But sometimes local Maoris came a-galloping their horses down the beach and stopped to say hello, and once a week we went to see a movie in the local hall, which had an old projector at the beach, and laughed because the sound was so distorted, but it didn't really seem to matter. And my sister and me sang in close harmony and were judged second best at the local talent quest, and we all had our ball in the Te Kaha hall. Ooh, what a lovely time we had.
So I'd like to go back, if I ever make it as a songwriter. I'd like to have the house there or something. Live near the beach, maybe.
Oh, the sparkling of the water and the burning of the sand, and the glistening of the seashells as I held them in my hand, and the tall Pahoota cowers were full of crimson flowers, and happiness was easy to